We have a representative from Union Bank. She'll be telling us how the bank is enabling the success of the everyday Nigerian by making loans readily available and its support for women through their alpha proposition. First of all, watch this clip.
Nigeria we hail. Those who divide our people are getting better at their game. But our daily struggle to make ends meet unites us. We are united in being deceived by those we have trusted with our resources. Corruption no know ethnic group or religion. Oh. Yet, now we did do ourselves pass. Lecturer the oppressed student them. Mechanic they dribble kauna. Bus driver they show passenger where. Tailor they make Omogi cry on Saturdays. Mr. Bank Manager no go support our common man business. Local government people are terrifying local government people. Campaign people will come and go. Grammar people will remain. So now, many people have become Uncle Thomases, unwilling to desire, believe, or work for a better nation. What will be left for the children of this precious nation if we all continue to carry this Uncle Thomas mindset? We must continue to push and believe, and small, our jungle will mature and our prayers will be answered. This education, you go get that house.
Wow.
You done.
Joining us now is the head strategic brand management Union Bank, Ngozi Akinyele. Welcome to the show, madam.
Thanks for having me.
That video was very touching.
Yes.
It tells a story, the Nigerian story. What inspired that video, and why exactly did Union Bank set to create a commercial like this?
So for us, we see ourselves as very intertwined with the Nigerian story, right? We're over 100 years old as an institution. And at that point in time, that was launched on Independence Day, and we really wanted to send a message of hope, right? Not just to the young Nigerian, but like every single Nigerian. That despite the fact that, you know, you're faced with all of these challenges, whether it's erratic power supply or it's access to credit, basically the challenges that you face, you know, we are that financial institution that is by your side, that can help you go through those challenges and rise, and really just rise above every tough experience that you face on a day-to-day basis. Because we all know.
So I didn't know this was the advert they were talking about, but anytime I see this advert, it gives me this feeling that there's someone behind a corporation that thinks about every single Nigerian, and that there's a package probably that the bank has for every single Nigerian, because at the end of the day, there were prayers at the end of the short film. So I'd like you to talk about what products that you have that, you know, that caters for whatever level of the
common man.
The common man, right? And we really, when we launched that video, a couple of people said, okay, I felt inspired, but so how are you going to like support like us? Like, how are you going to actually help us be that person we want to be? And so our current campaign, which is actually talking about loans, is a direct answer to that. So with our loan, so we have this interesting stat about the number of people who are within the workforce. I think we have about 80% of people within the workforce who are actually self-employed, right? And the rest of the 20 are salaried. But where you have majority of financial institutions only lending to those who are salaried, it means that who lends to the 80% who are self-employed. And that's why we're focusing on a loan proposition that allows us lend to self-employed as well as salaried. So far, so if you're a Nigerian, you have a side hustle, whether you're that keke driver, you know, you have a transportation business, or you're that struggling photographer trying to, you know, propose to his boo, you know, or you're the working mom who really just wants support with school fees. There's a loan for you.
So you
have this alpha something that is supposed to be for women like me who are running businesses. Can you give me the details of, or rather give us the details of what that project, that program is about, and how we can tap into it?
And it was interesting because you were talking about the young lady who made your outfits, who's like, I would describe as hyphenated, like multifaceted. That is the alpha woman. So we always think about statistics, but it was very shocking for us to find out that about last year alone, about 39% of Nigerian women who were in businesses took out loans. Guess how much of that actually took them from banks? Less than 5%. Only 4% took loans from banks.
Wow.
So, I mean, for us, it was very, very clear that we needed to come up with a proposition that focused on lending to women, getting access to finance that allows us to lend to women at very attractive rates, uncapped as well, and also provides strong ecosystems that provide mentorship, capacity building for women in business as well as women in careers. Because I was just sitting at a table 2 weeks ago, and I was listening to women talk. There was like a social enterprise conference, and I was listening to these women talk about applying for scholarships. And they were just talking about, oh, did you apply for that one? Did you apply for that one? And these were like, and I just said, please, how much are we talking about here? They're talking about tens of thousands of dollars. And I'm like, it's such an amazing time to be a woman in business. There's so much available, but there's just that, sometimes there's just that barrier. Some women just see some things on WhatsApp and they're like, okay, someone is doing this, Union Bank is doing this. And they're like, you know what? Maybe just think about all the barriers.
Yeah.
And sometimes,
sometimes
they don't exist. You know, so with a proposition like this, with our rates, we're crashing our rates. We're also removing the caps as well. So you're able to, based on what you propose, based on your business opportunity or then your career goal, we're able to lend to you at uncapped rates. We're also able to provide those ecosystems that almost like hold your hand through those processes as well. So you don't feel like there are these invisible barriers, you know, keeping you or holding you back from taking your business or your career to the next level.
So you have this Union Correct Day.
Union Correct Day, yes.
Okay,
yes.
good. So it's supposed to be about savings, and is there anything about the rates on?
So with Day was particularly created for the northern part of Nigeria because, of course, it's also based on the fact that there is the interest-free banking as well. So we wanted to be able to create a product that allowed them with a lower entry barrier, save, and also then win things at the end of the period, save towards their goals as well. And it was particularly because, as we always say, Nigeria is not Lagos, right? We love Lagos. There's nowhere like Lagos, but Union Bank is in 36 states of Nigeria. And whenever we're thinking about a product or thinking about enabling success for Nigerians, we have to think about what the average person does in Kano. You know, and as we're talking about alpha, for example, I'm from Delta State, and we have to think about how we support the women who have been farming for years. Women farm in Delta State. You go to Agbo, you see us on our scooters. We're going to the farm, right? So we always think about customizing and making sure that the different segments and pockets of Nigerians across every single geography and demographic group get a feel of what it feels like for Union Bank to be that person enabling success.
Do you have to have an account in Union Bank to have access to this? No?
Absolutely, you have to, because we need to know who you are, be able to lend to you, and also you definitely need to be an account holder.
I just need you to reiterate. I thought I had zero interest.
No, not zero interest. No, not zero interest.
But you crashed it.
Yes, we crashed it.
Okay, so at that prerequisite, because when I was filling a form yesterday, it was a long, tedious form to fill.
Yes.
And I realized that most of the time when you want to apply for all these things, they would ask you to bring your mother's nail, your grandfather's tooth, or, you know, like there are many things that they would ask you to bring that this young businesses don't have the structure to provide the information you're requiring from them.
Yes, that's one of the things why for us it's more of an ecosystem. It's a community. So no one is going to say stay at home, and unless you have all of this, no. Give us the call 012716818, and of course the link would also be on the screen on the website. Give us a call and let's actually talk you through, particularly with our loans, because we realize realize that what it takes for a keke driver to get a loan is very different from what it takes a Union Bank employee to get a loan.
Right.
So we're actually ready to do that work, to understand your journey and be able to lend to you at the level that is required for your
Well,
next
congratulations
phase of
on this. We have to ramp up. Was there any final information you want to give to our viewers so that they know how to reach you exactly?
So yeah, the link is on the screen. So unionbankng.com/loans for loans, and there's also going to be the Alpha community that will be launched on the 2nd of September. So just look out for that link as well, so that we can.
Every motivational speaker I know will tell you that if you need money, don't go to the bank. Go and ask family members. And you're asking us to come to you. You've got to tell me. Give us an idea. Is it a single digit or double digit interest we're talking about?
We're talking about a very attractive interest rate.
I guess you have your answer there. All right. Thank you so much for coming.